Welcome to On Fire Breakers. Travis Thompson, live with 2022 Topps Heritage Case number 6. If you're waiting on Doug's mixer,
you're going to be waiting a while.
You're going to wait.
I had no idea Travis was breaking. I walk in the door and get ready to get the mixer going, and he's sitting here, the look on my face, man.
We got the Angels with Sal Ponce, Astros, Sammy Chavez, A's, Aaron Ottinger, Blue Jays, Nathan Cave, Braves, Charlie Heinisch, Brewers, Todd Saberin, Cardinals, Tommy Phillips, Cubs, Tommy Phillips, D-backs, Tommy Phillips, Dodgers, Henry Rodriguez, Giants, Charlie Reber, Guardians, Aaron Ottinger, Mariners.
Breathe, man, breathe.
Mariners, Devin Terry, Marlins, Ross Martin, Mets, Steve Garlow, Nationals, Aaron Ottinger, Orioles, Wei Chang, Padres, Danny Phillips, Phillies, Danny Phillips, Pirates, Henry Chan, Rangers, Aaron Ottinger, Rays, Charlie Heinisch Jr., Red Sox, Brian Maloney, Reds, Ross Crisp, Rockies, Tommy Phillips, Royals, Josh McKinney, Tigers, Ross Martin, Twins, Tommy Phillips, White Sox, Josh McKinney, and Yankees, Danny Phillips. So there we go. I need to get the video up. Restream is not showing the live video, but it looks like everything is well. So here we go. 12 boxes of fun. It'll take us about an hour, 10 minutes. So Doug's break will be going off about 9:45.
I'm going home.
Oh, you might as well just enjoy. Sit back. You don't want to be home with your wife anyway.
We've been watching stuff.
Oh, I've been losing at Scrabble?
No, I'm not.
They quit. He quit.
She actually quit yesterday because I was smacking that game board.
All right, here we go. Good luck. Good luck. How about Mike Strahler on the throwback for the LA Angels? Mike Strahler for the Angels. Going to be going out to Sal Ponce. There you go, Sal. Nice looking card there. Could tell it was a buyback by the condition. But here we go. Hopefully, well, last night out of our case, had 2 autos, which I think was the same amount that Doug had in his previous case as well. We did have a couple of 3 image variations, a French text, and a color swap variation for Vladdy Jr. So pretty nice case overall. Ted Simmons was up on the fire truck for your St. Louis Cardinals. Some big baseball news today. I don't know if I've missed any since I had a city council meeting directly after baseball practice, but the Matt Olson trade from the A's.
Possibly out 3 months.
Yeah, Tatis, broken wrist. Suzuki.
Ever since I bought that auto rookie card of his, he's been hurt.
Hey, he had a motorcycle crash. What happened? I guess multiple. So let's pull some fire out of this case. I agree. Need some. I hate opening these packs.
Well, I tell you, a big, I don't know who's all watching the video now, but a big conversation I had going in a lot of my videos is the likes and dislikes of some of the new current rule changes.
Oh.
You know?
Shifts.
Ban on shifts, no pitch clock, which I'm happy for. Universal DH.
I like the DH. It would have gave me a chance more. It would have gave me 30 teams that looked at me.
Oh my God, I'm definitely thinking now.
No, I like the.
I don't have any vested interest in this break. I don't need to sit around and listen to this crap.
No, I like the universal DH because, you know, how awesome is it that you get a professional hitter like Nelson Cruz in the National League? What would you go do? I know people, the purists, will be like, oh, well, we don't want a hitter. We want the pitcher hitting. But let's be honest. Do you really go to the ball game to see a pitcher batting?
My thought is make it one way or another, which they finally have now. Not one league does one thing and the other league does something else. If you're going to do something,
Hey.
both leagues should do it.
There's a nice image variation of O'Neal Cruz. Nice rookie shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going out to Henry Chan. There we go. Nice image variation rookie shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Not too shabby there. Might want to check him out for your fantasy baseball teams. Could be a surprise. The Reds made some big moves the last couple of days. Ross Chris, I'm sorry. Trading Sonny Gray, trading Eugenio Suarez, Jesse Winker, which they kind of voted weirdly in the CBA. What was it? They voted against the tax bracket at 220 million, but then they voted for the 230, and then now everybody's for sale, I guess. So I'm not sure. The NL Central got a lot weaker with the Reds just throwing up a white towel, I guess. The white flag already.
Almost
By the
like
looks of it.
Cubs.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, look at that auto right off the bat. First box. Frank Howard. Frank the Tank Howard. I don't know if that's his nickname, but if you've seen Old School, you know who Frank the Tank is. Frank, I'm just going to give him that nickname. Frank the Tank Howard to the Detroit Tigers, going out to Ross Martin. He looks like.
You brought it on a fire truck. It's probably the only auto you're going to get.
I doubt it. Just wait. I tell you, look at that guy. Look at Frank. Does he not look like a tank driver? He looks like you back when you were in the
I
military.
didn't drive a tank. I was on the ground. I was kicking that butt.
He does kind of look like you with those big circular glasses that you
I'm a
have.
good-looking cat, man. Let me tell you. Wow. Do you see this hit Brandon Miller pulled?
I did. Brandon Miller putting shame to Doug Ford and Travis Thompson.
Holy, well, maybe to you, not to me. Holy cow.
I don't know if that's better than that 101 Trout.
Triple. Wow. Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts.
I mean, and just imagine it goes to a random. It goes to a random. Got to
That
do
better not go to a random.
You got to do better, Brandon.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta do
seriously,
better.
Brandon, you're letting us down.
Yeah, you just got to do better.
That is nasty.
673, Steven Strasburg. Going to be going out to the Nationals and Aaron Ottinger. We'll look for Strasburg to have hopefully a bounce-back season for him
Is
after
no
a
one
few.
watching it? There's only like one comment.
I got 9 viewers. They put me on mute because you're here.
Here we go.
They thought it was a Doug Ford break, so they're like, mute. I don't get much action when it comes to Heritage
You
because
could have stopped with that phrase right there.
they know what's in Heritage after seeing all the breaks with you. Hey, look at that. Willie Mays. Not Willie Mays Hayes, but Willie Mays. Willie Mays for the Mets. Who would have thought? In the Mets uniform. Look at that, Steve Garlow. Hits the Mets in a filler and gets them. You know, it's kind of weird. Not weird. I watched Major League. Started watching it last night, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And
My wife won't let me watch it anymore.
getting prepared for the upcoming baseball season. Our spring high school baseball season starts tomorrow.
That's the right movie. Well, that one or the Bad News Bears for that high school team, let me tell you.
We're going to be better than what people expect. They got a brand new coach.
You going to
That's
score
me.
more runs than your basketball team did?
Well, yes, we will, because in basketball, that's called points, not runs.
Same difference there, Big Daddy.
You're thinking of our junior high baseball team.
No, I know what I said.
Our junior high baseball team was a little short-handed. But the high school, I think we may surprise some people. You got some
Bottom that new scoreboard. I hope they use it.
some athletic individuals on the team. You throw in a brand new coach that knows what he's doing, and
Why did
you'll
you
be all
get
right
fired?
there. We'll be right there. Maybe not this year, but next year.
I got
Just
faith in
keep
you.
just
I
keep
really
building.
do.
Just keep building. Oh.
I got faith in you. Don't forget, this case is eligible for the Skunk Prize that we did the other day. I opened a box of 2022 Series 1 for some high school students just to show them how a brake worked. The whole box is for skunk protection for these heritage brakes up through this one from this weekend. Got a Joey Votto relic, was the hook, quote unquote, out of the box. 2 Wander Franco, 1 base rookie, and a silver pack rookie. And the big one out of that box, Mike Trout short print. Thumbs up short print.
What a salesman. To people that have already bought.
Well, I know, I'm just reminding him it's not about selling. God, this guy.
Look at this. Charlie Morton on the black parallel for the Braves. The Braves need some good pitching out of Charlie this year.
I'll tell you what, the Braves aren't going to have MV Freeman.
No, they're going to have,
Olson.
yeah, Matt Olson, Matty O, I mean. Matty O, see you later, as he's dropping bombs. Well, Doug,
Well,
Yes.
Travis.
you found someone to run your mixer?
Yep, the list is updated. Teams.
Ooh. Well, let's talk it out here. Who did everybody get? Let's see.
No. I guess you have to tune into the break for me to read the team list.
Oh my lord! I was wanting to see if I could haggle anybody about not trading but buying.
Oh, Greenley's got the Cardinals.
Whoa, Greenlee. Let's see what's all in that. Yeah, I may possibly be interested in the Cardinals there, Scotty.
Greenley's trying to get the Yankees off Tim McCarthy.
Ooh. Listen to this hot stove coming from reporter Ford.
Let's see. Oh, a team you might be interested in, the Marlins. Josh Tullis has got those.
Ooh, they have been hot.
And you want to break a skunk, you got to go with the Athletics. For that, you're going to have to talk to Steve Williams.
So look at that, Mike Trout Clubhouse Collections. There we go. Look at that for the Angels and Sal Ponce bat relic.
Trout I've seen.
On the bat relic or on the
Oh,
relic.
any relic.
Mike Trout relic. And I don't know if you noticed anything, but it was a report the other day that Mike Trout may be moving to the left field, letting Brandon Marsh play, according to Joe Madden. Well, if you've seen the interview to Trout where Trout said that he still wanted to play center, yeah, Joe Madden came out today and said Mike Trout will be in center. So, Joe Madden's on his last year of his contract, looking for a re-up. Yeah, Mike Trout's going to get to play center. Need Trout to stay healthy this year. I mean, he's not on my fantasy team or anything like that, but he needs to stay healthy for the hobby, for his card collecting PC people.
That would be me.
All right, we're box 2 through. Moving right along here. Right along.
So what about old Tom Brady? What'd he do? Spend a month and a half at home with his kids and decide to go back to work, or what's the deal?
We got Jim Harden. He was never really going to retire. Right? He just pulled Brett Favre. I didn't never believe that he was retiring. I mean, did anybody else think that he was really retiring?
I don't know. Man said I'm retired.
Yeah, but it leaked
At
out.
this point, what can you believe?
It leaked out that he was retiring, and he came out and said about he'd never told the GM, and then I think he was basically felt pressured to retire.
Pressure what? To tell people he was going to retire
Yeah.
instead of saying, I haven't made my mind up yet?
Yeah, I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers. He was getting thrown in the mud because he hadn't made his mind up whether he
Aaron
wanted to
Rodgers
play.
has been getting thrown in the mud since he started playing at Lambeau.
Oh, here we go.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Back from where?
Yes. Nah, I'm not a huge football fan.
Yeah,
I will,
he's a Jaguars fan.
I'll talk what?
Jaguars.
I'll talk smack about the Packers any chance I get to Travis. He'll start crying if you start picking on him too much. Big old cheese head.
Used to have a cheese head.
Now that does not surprise me. Probably slept with it like a little snuggle pillow.
No, got it. I don't know. I got it for Christmas one year. And then when
That's it. Your folks said, I know what present he'll hate, and got you a cheese head.
I hung it up on my wall. I don't know if I ever wore it because I have a big head. And it did not fit. You know what I mean? It was one of them not custom made ones. So, hung up on the wall.
Yes, I got it.
And then when I moved out, it got sold. I sold it. Let this go to another Packer fan to enjoy. And that's what I try to do. I just try to let other people... I just try to make other people happy.
I can start counting the list that's not.
Everybody that's in your break when you kept telling them, come on, I can break when full. I can break when full.
I never told him that tonight. I thought you had already done this. I
No,
forgot you're slow.
Nope, had no time. Busy guy. Busy guy. That's what happens when you run a town, fire department, 2 businesses. Baseball team. Dynasty baseball team. Fantasy baseball team. Multiple teams. All right, we're going to have a red Jacob deGrom for the New York Mets. That's going to be out of 573. Going out to Steve Garlow. Jacob deGrom to Steve Garlow. There you go, Steve. Nice Jacob deGrom. Any news on Freddie Freeman? Didn't know if he had made his decision yet now that the Braves have Olsen.
Well, I took a screenshot.
Francisco Lindor on the image variation. Another Mets hit for Steve Garlow. Go ahead and
Well, now I
screenshot.
don't know if it's true. It says, I'm not going to sit around and keep getting disrespected by my own city anymore. Good luck, Atlanta. I'll see you in October.
Wander Franco. And that's coming from Freddie Freeman.
Well,
Did you
I've
investigate?
heard some ramblings, or maybe it was just some wants of him possibly. Toronto might be interested.
Really, that wouldn't surprise me. They're after Schwarber hard from what I've seen just before going live. They were
Yeah, I saw
ratcheting it
they
up on
were,
Schwarber. Look at that. Luke Williams. Look at that flow. Luke Williams, outfielder, third baseman. I've got some players on my team that look like that with that flow. Right there. Guarantee you we have the best flow on the field tomorrow. For the Phillies, Danny Phillips. There we go. Our second auto. So we're already ahead of pace of yesterday's case. Already ahead of the pace. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. All right, we're 3 boxes in. 3 boxes.
Oh, there's some flow showing up to spring training.
Bader.
Cardinals outfielders.
Harrison Bader.
Bader.
Need him to have a fantastic year this year. Look at this. Wayne Garrett. Look at that. Batting glove on the wrong hand. No, you don't ever wear a batting glove like that, Doug.
Yes, thank you. I'm aware.
Well, you looked, so I didn't know if you seen it.
I saw it.
Batting glove does nothing. He probably just put it on for the picture.
Either that or he's actually a right-handed batter and he just posed backwards.
That's going out to Steve Garlow.
Cardinals sign Nick Whitgren.
Yep, reliever. Yep, from Cleveland. Find a couple pitchers I had never heard of.
Yeah, you and I had that discussion.
So, and normally, unless it's, and I'm getting better at the draft, not only because of Bowman draft, but the Leaf products. I'm getting a lot better at being able to remember where these players go and whatnot. But if I haven't heard of you, with the amount of baseball that I watch, the amount of, not necessarily cards, but even then, fantasy. And how do you pronounce his last name? Whitgren. He had some pretty decent stats, which I don't watch Cleveland, so I guess maybe that's the reason he was playing in Cleveland, so I hadn't really heard of him. But hopefully he gives us some solid innings. Should be a 2-team race from what I can tell. Brew Crew and the Cardinals for the Central. Cubs, they improved their pitching with Stroman. Cubs could make a little run. I think they need to help their offense a little bit. Still some time to help the offense with some of the players that's out there on the free agent market. And potentially make it a 3-team race.
Calling it now. Cardinals will be above 500 this year.
Wander Franco, New Age Performers. Todd Treadway, 2 teams. Any Dodgers hits? Nothing yet, Henry. Todd, I did give an out here.
As soon as you see the name Treadway, you should just not pay attention.
Todd, I gave the guys an out, saying I thought they needed to improve their offense to become a realistic threat. I'm just a realist. Just a realist.
Love you, Todd.
Brew Crew signed Andrew McCutchen. Really?
That's a good signing.
5 years ago.
Nah, McCutcheon's still got some pop.
It's just good to be spending money.
Who do you think is going to be the Cardinals' DH?
I don't think he's on the team yet. I thought we would go after Schwarber. Ideally, a person would say Pujols.
No, I've been against that.
Because of everybody's last year former Cardinal.
I've been against that.
Oh, sorry, Todd. I didn't see that. Sorry, Todd. I did not see that. I wasn't paying attention to the chat.
What happened?
That my comment about needing some offense coming after his post. Oh, we got an image variation of Jacob deGrom.
Nice one.
Have yourself a break. Nice little break there, Mets, for Steve Garlow. Jacob deGrom, image variation. I really thought we'd go after Schwarber because he's the ideal DH for us. He can play a little bit of outfield. He can drop bombs. But
I've been saying we got enough young talent that needs some more time at the dish.
Who?
Anybody? We got a full outfield. We're stacked in the outfield.
Hey, look at that. Rick Monday. Not Tuesday. Monday. Rick Monday for the Chicago Cubbies. How about that for that third auto? Cubbies going to be Tommy Phillips. Rick Monday. You know why his last name's Monday?
I'm afraid to even ask why.
He was actually born on a Sunday.
Well,
And then
your kids are still in elementary school, right? Because I can tell where you get these jokes.
True patriot, Rick Jimmy Monday. And he actually has a daughter named Tuesday. Could you imagine, honestly, could you imagine, like, if you had a daughter or son and you say, hey, I want to name him Sunday. What's your name? Sunday, Monday.
What about Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday, Monday. I don't know. Doesn't sound as good as Sunday, Monday.
Sunday, Monday would be kind of funny.
That would be hilarious.
That would be. It's bracket time too, kids.
Yeah. I got to make that list.
I didn't even know you did one. I'm so mad.
I planned on doing another one today. I just did not have time. Yes, thank you. I knew. Thank you, Todd. I knew about that. I had forgotten, but I knew I'd heard of Rick Monday. And he's the guy that saved the American flag from a protester.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Bench for the Reds. I got to make the list of all the teams. I've looked and looked to see if I could find someone that already had all 16 seeds typed out in each region. But I could not find it, so I could post it because I'm running the list to save money because I didn't take out the $8 or $4 that it's going to cost to run the list from the giveaway, from the prize pool. So I was going to save $4 and just run the list myself.
Wow. Travis Thompson. Skate.
Not cheap. I'll probably have Michael Knoll run it, actually, because, to be honest, I really don't want to sit up here and take the time to run it. But I have to have each team typed out. So I plan on doing another one. I got until Thursday is when they tip off. So today is just Monday, and it'll fill quickly. I mean, they're gonna fill. So
Yeah, I didn't even know you did that the other day. I mean, I'm not a huge basketball fan either, but
well, I want to do one here so I could get into it like locally. I think we could find 16 people to drop in 20 to do it.
I've
like-
been a couple times.
Like, I'm rooting for Texas Tech, naturally, fan of Texas Tech, but it's a heck of a lot better if your team, if you're not one, like, that's why I do the bracket pools. I get invested into that, but it's so much more exciting to be rooting for a team because you have a little bit of go on it.
I know who I got though on.
Who are you picking to win it all?
Well, realistically, or the bets I have in.
Realistically, and then we'll go into the bets.
I mean, I like. It's really hard to say.
I could see about 10 teams winning it.
Because, like I said, I am not a huge basketball fan. But I got bets on Murray State. Good return.
Yeah.
But that's also why they play the games,
Yeah.
kids.
There's a lot of seeding issues that a lot of people had with this year. I thought there were some teams that was too low in the rankings and then too high. I thought Indiana, granted, when you're talking about the last teams in, are they realistically a threat to win it all? Probably not, but they could make some noise depending on who they play. And I thought Indiana getting 11 seed, I thought they'd be like an 8 or a 9. And I thought Michigan would have been, actually Indiana got a 12 seed. Play-in game against Wyoming, and I really thought maybe Michigan would have been in that play-in game. I could have seen them. I thought Iowa would have got a little bit better of a seed at Tennessee. I thought she got a better of a seed. We got Teoscar Hernandez going to be out of 9.99 for the Blue Jays. Going to be going out to Nathan Cave, I do believe. Let me double check. Yep, Nathan Cave. And they kept saying about Baylor being a 1. I was surprised that they were a 1. I thought they may have switched Kentucky and Tennessee. Kentucky got a 2 seed and Tennessee got a 3.
Are you picking a 1 seed to go away?
No. I mean,
Gonzaga, you got Arizona, you got Baylor, you got Kansas.
I'm personally not, but I'm also being a homer and taking Texas Tech, where if they win it all, which they realistically could, they win it all, then I'm probably going to win the bracket that I'll be in, but they're one of the 10, 12 teams that I could see winning it. I think Auburn, hopefully there's no Auburn fans in here. I don't think Auburn is a strong team.
They're a 2 seed.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they're strong, though. Jose Ramirez, Clubhouse Collections, Bat Relic for the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians going to be going out to Aaron Ottinger. There you go, Aaron.
You think Duke should be a 2 seed?
No, I think they're very weak. I think they're weak.
They should be a 4 or 5, possibly.
Potentially. I mean, probably a 3. I like Texas Tech's draw with Duke because I think they're very vulnerable as a 2 seed. They've already played once against Gonzaga earlier in the year. We just got to keep everybody healthy. You got Kansas. I actually have Texas Tech and Kansas. I think them are the 2 teams that I have in the championship. I'm not a Big 12 guy. I grew up all my life basically until Bob went to Texas Tech as a Big 10 guy. I just don't think the Big 10 basketball the last several years transfers well. I got Wisconsin getting beat by Colgate. Colgate shoots the 3 really well. And Wisconsin's a slow team. There's a Nolan Arenado on the box topper. They're a slow team, meaning they like to play slow. Not that they run slow; they like to play slow. And to me, that really helps Colgate to be able to stand a good chance of beating them. Now, I may be totally wrong, and they may blow Colgate out of the water, but I think Colgate's like top 7 in the nation in 3-point percentage. So if you can hit the 3, you can be competitive.
It's still a big if.
Any
if you're
day.
having to rely on threes, you're probably not going to win unless you're draining 65%.
Yeah, that's all it takes for them to have it for one game. And then I got Virginia Tech. I will not pick Texas with Chris Beard. I have Virginia Tech beating Texas. I think Virginia Tech's 11 seed. I thought Notre Dame got to a bad seed. I know that they strength of schedule was not great. They finished second, I think, in the ACC. And they did get beat first round of the ACC tournament, but I thought they should be a little bit better. Then I think they did like Boise State and Memphis wrong. You know, Boise State and Memphis are 8, 9 seed out of the West region. The winner of that gets to play Gonzaga, assuming Gonzaga beats the 16 seed. I think they should have been, let's put them up, each of them, put them in a different bracket as far as Boise State playing a bigger school and Memphis playing a big school, the Power 5 conference school. Put them up there. That's what they always seem to do, just like Murray State and San Francisco, right? I think that's who Murray State's playing first. You put them together, and it's like these small schools. We have some good small school teams, so let's put them together so they can't knock off 3 or 4 of these Power 5s. Let's where they beat up on each other and then maybe knock off one Power 5.
How about being a homer right now? How far can you see Illinois getting?
Oh, I can see them getting. They play Chattanooga, right?
I'm not looking at a bracket.
I think so. I could see them getting beat by Chattanooga. But if they get through Chattanooga, who's their 5 seed in that region? Who is it? Because I think it's a weaker 5. I could see Illinois getting to, because Arizona is their top seed in that. I could see them beating Arizona in a rematch of from way back when. Final Four national championship game. They're in the top right.
Well, I'm not looking at that bracket. They're going up against Chattanooga first, so 4 against a 13.
Yeah, I could see them getting beat by Chattanooga, but
then they would face either Houston or USC.
Yeah, Houston. There we go. Then if they get through Chattanooga, I see them beating Houston. But I could also see
going up against Arizona.
Yes,
if they did that.
which I could see them beating Arizona. But my surprise of the bracket, I have USC going out there fairly far, and believe me, I am not a USC person because I'm a Notre Dame fan and for football, and I think it's against Notre Dame policy to like USC in anything. So, but realistically, I could see him getting beat by Chattanooga. 13 seeds have fared fairly well. Oh boy, this is a sore subject. How about Freddie Freeman image variation
one of those the other
for the
day,
Braves?
Same thing.
Charlie Heinisch, Freddie Freeman image variation. That's a nice hit for the Braves. I'm out of let's see. Yeah, let's put Rick Monday up there.
Be right back.
All right, let's put Rick Monday up there on the fire truck. That could be the only thing that the Cubs have to look forward to is this showcase. Rick Monday being the last card off the showcase. I kid, Todd Treadway, if you're still watching. I kid. Surprised Treadway hasn't chimed in. How about Randy Arozarena Clubhouse Collections relic? Going to be going out to the Tampa Bay Rays. And Charlie Heinisch. Randy Arozarena. No one's chimed in with their college basketball thoughts. Really figured we may got some talking on that college basketball. Play-in games start tomorrow, I think. Should have 2 tomorrow and 2 on Wednesday. I'm not a huge fan of the play-in games. All right, that was our halfway point. We're sitting at 3 autos. See if we can't find a fourth. How about Reggie Cleveland for your St. Louis Cardinals? Reggie Cleveland for the Cardinals. Looks like it's going to be the hot box. All right, here we go. Byron Buxton on the parallel. Kenta Maeda, another Minnesota Twins. Wander Franco, New Age Performers. Aaron Judge on the purple. Miguel Cabrera, purple. Jose Barrios for the Blue Jays. Austin Hayes on the black parallel. Austin Hayes for the Orioles. Wei Cheng. Mike Yastrzemski. Giancarlo Stanton. Brian Dela Cruz. Jose Ramirez. Rafael Devers. And how about Aroldis Chapman for the Clubhouse Collection for the Yankees? Going out to Danny Phillips. Aroldis Chapman, Clubhouse Collection for the New York Yankees. Going out to Danny Phillips. Joe Ryan, rookie there for the Minnesota Twins. Griffin Jacks, another Minnesota Twins rookie. Shohei Ohtani. Kyle Mueller. Gavin Sheets. Jackson Kowar. Julio Urias. Got one more small stack here. George Springer. Francisco Lindor. Bryce Harper. Fernando Tatis Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So some nice purple parallels. Matt Chapman. And that does it for the box. So no wonder purple parallel as we hit last night. Did hit one of him last night in that. And we got Jacob deGrom on the box topper. All right, here we go. Carlos Rondon on the silver. The new San Francisco Giants pitcher, Carlos Rondon. For the White Sox here, out of 673, going out to Josh McKinney. Carlos Rondon out of 673.
All right, I printed a couple brackets. Not gonna lie, my wife's a Mac user. I get a little confused on Macs.
So what you're trying to say is that's what took you so long.
With, yeah, I had to pee.
And
I'm just looking over the brackets.
let's talk about it while we're watching me open up this Final Four and a quarter boxes of Heritage. So let's go over the team. Let's go over the games here.
All right, let me get a pen. Get a pen that works.
And we got Brandon Lau, Clubhouse Collections for the Tampa Bay Rays. Gonna be Charlie Heinisch. There you go, Charlie. Not a Wander that I'm sure you were hoping for, but what can I say? It's a Brandon Lau. All right.
Let's start off in the Midwest.
The Midwest region. Now, we've gave you a few moments to go get your pins and your brackets at home. If you want to follow along when it comes to these experts here at On Fire Breakers. We may not break basketball cards as frequently as some of you would like, but you're going to get some up-to-date information on some college basketball teams as we see it. Could you win the ESPN bracket challenge that Brandon has posted? Probably not. But, hey, there's a nice one. Don Sutton. For the Dodgers, Henry Rodriguez. There you go, Henry. All right, Doug, let's go. Midwest region.
San Diego State and Creighton.
It's a good matchup. It's a good matchup. My heart goes with the Creighton Blue Jays out of Omaha, Nebraska. I think that's where they're located at, in Omaha. Funny story about old Creighton University. I almost went to school there. I did. Like, I sent in for it, got approved. But
Creighton's a 9 seed.
you want to know why I didn't go?
No.
I didn't know it was a Catholic school.
Well, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a Catholic school. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure. And I'm not Catholic.
I'm going to go with San Diego in that one because I like the name Aztecs better.
Are you penciling two of them, one for me and one for you?
Well, I can.
Well, let's see.
We'll do our own bracket challenge.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be some that we agree on. But yeah, I would go Blue Jays. So we're at 50%. You listen to Doug, you may be right. You listen to me, you may be right on this one.
You write my name on the top of this one. Travis on the top of this loser. Alright, let's just start at the top
Here we
there.
go.
Midwest. Kansas and Texas Southern.
Kansas.
Kansas, yes.
That's a. We would like to think no-brainer, but as University of Missouri, Kansas City, or something like that. Not Missouri, Kansas City. Anywho, whoever beat Virginia. It's no longer a foregone conclusion, but I don't see them beating Kansas.
I am going, also looking at a different website here. Wanting to get some.
Trying to get some help for you.
No. I want to check something. Next one, Iowa, Richmond.
Iowa playing really good basketball right now. They're not your typical Iowa team in the past. Like last year when they got beat in the second round by Oregon, they were a little bit slower paced team. Now they're actually a faster paced team and high scoring. You got Keegan Murray lighting it up. So I'm going Iowa. Iowa is my sleeper to make the Final Four. I didn't take them, but I just may in this. But they are one of my sleepers.
Providence, South Dakota State.
Hold on. Cal Raleigh going to be on the red out of 573. 573 for the Seattle Mariners. Cal Raleigh going out to Devin Terry. So you said Providence and South Dakota State. I tell you, I do love the Jackrabbits here. And I hate it because I am a big fan of Ed Cooley, the head coach.
South Dakota, 30-4.
Yes, they know how to win. Oh, hold on. We got another big one here. Image variation, Juan Soto
I hit one of those. But
For that.
flip,
for the Nationals. Yeah, looking into the camera
yep.
like you just hit a home run off of your favorite pitcher and you brought your son or daughter there to watch him pitch. And he's looking at it and saying, yeah, I took him yard. To go into Aaron Ottinger for the Washington Nationals. This would have been a good NL East. Got 4 image variations of the East plus an auto. So I'm going South Dakota. I know we're getting interrupted here because of image variations and things, but I'm going South Dakota State
That's who I went with.
because of the third. They know how to win. There's a nice auto. Jake Berger. You know what his nickname is? Jake Burger and Fries.
Chris Berman, you ain't.
White Sox, Josh McKinney. Sometimes I wonder, we can't be at everybody's house, but I envision people watching, like at the breaks like this, because they like when we interact. I envision people watching us. They may be having it on mute, so their significant other does not know that they're in a break, but I envision them at least smiling at some
Not
point.
LSU, Iowa State. Iowa State won 2 games last year.
I know. And they got blowed out by like 40 by Texas Tech in the first round or the second round of the Big 12 tournament. But I'm telling you, while I will go with Iowa State, LSU just fired their head coach. They should not even be allowed in the tournament with everything that's going on. Ohio State, Oklahoma State, they did everything right as far as, giving information, and they got a NCAA tournament ban, couldn't even play in the Big 12 tournament. But LSU, who's under the same investigation, has not complied, didn't do anything, and they're allowed to be in the tournament. So I'm going Iowa State just because I'm not a fan of LSU.
I'm going to Iowa State because I think it's a feel-good story. You win 2 games last year,
Pete Alonso in the box stopper.
and now you're in the dance.
I mean, they're going to be a one and done, but yeah.
Wisconsin and Colgate.
I've already gave my scouting report on Colgate and Wisconsin. If Wisconsin gets through Colgate, I think that they could make it to the Elite Eight. I just think that this first round jitters, that how the style of play that they play allows for an upset in the making. To me, it's an upset in the making with Colgate draining 3 after 3 after 3, shooting 55% from the 3-point line at this game and taking it home. And it may not be close. Now, if Colgate's cold as ice, it'll be a blowout from Wisconsin's point of view. This is my opinion. So I'm going Colgate, and I'm going Colgate by a pretty good margin.
What about 7 against 10? USC, Miami.
I think ACC is very weak. USC.
Where I was going. Miami does play good on the road. I believe they got a win at Duke this year.
Which I think is a fraud of a 2 seed.
Auburn, Jacksonville State.
Auburn, Jacksonville State shouldn't even be in the tournament. They won their conference but lost out in their tournament. Bellarmine, who is in the transition, that has 4 years transition from Division II to Division I, which does not make sense to me. I could understand if you're going Division I to Division II, then yeah, get a 4-year transition, but not when you're moving up. So they should be in the tournament, not Jacksonville State. So naturally, I'm going with Auburn, but I do think Auburn is also a fraud of a 2 seed.
All right, how about jumping over to the West now? I mean, do we even need to worry about who Gonzaga's playing against here in the first round?
No, not for me.
And they are playing against Georgia State, by the way,
But I will say, last time, I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the last times that Georgia State was in the tournament. They were in as a 15 seed and beat the 2 seed, and I think went to the Sweet 16. Now, they did have a coach's son that turned out to be like a top 10 pick during that point in time. But there is a chance for Georgia State. They have some history, but I'm still going with Gonzaga.
all right. And the big question out of the West, Duke. Duke, CSU, Fullerton.
Now, if it was baseball, I'd take Cal State Fullerton. But we're playing basketball. It's Duke.
Jump back up to the top of the bracket. Boise State, Memphis.
And I tell you, this should be a really good game. This is the one I was talking about earlier. That I think that Boise State and Memphis kind of got gypped where they should be playing bigger schools, both of them. I'm going to go with Memphis. Memphis has been playing really good. Boise State's been playing well as well. But Memphis has had to go on a run to even make the tournament, and they've won like 16 out of their last 18, something to that effect. So they've been playing really well. So I'm going to go with Memphis here, and I think Memphis can give Gonzaga a game, but Gonzaga will ultimately propel in the round of 32 matchup too.
I'm going to go Boise State on that one. I think the better record's going to carry them through here, especially in the tournament. Memphis is a little tired right now. They're going to be happy they got the dance, but they're tired.
And we got a Mitch Haniger sighting on the Clubhouse Collections for Devin Terry. You know how many people has commented since we've started this college basketball preview?
Probably 5 of people.
5 of people. How about none? Can't believe we can't. Is this mic on? Like, is the mic on? Yeah, the mic's on. Mic's on. Mic's picking up. Go ahead, Doug. We'll just talk amongst ourselves. Nobody wants to listen to us and win money. That's okay.
Michigan State, Davidson.
Michigan State. I'm a big Tom Izzo fan. I don't think Michigan State loses against Davidson. Davidson would not be in the. No, they got beat by. I don't even know what conference they're in. What conference is Davidson in now? Because they've done so much changing after Steph Curry put them on the map.
10, I think maybe. Are they?
Are they? Well, Richmond won the Atlantic 10. They may be. Because it was in another conference and moved to a bigger conference. I'm going to go. Yeah, going Michigan State. Hey, look at that. Yadier Molina box topper for your St. Louis Cardinals.
Yukon, New Mexico State.
Going UConn. UConn's been playing some pretty good basketball. They are in that, 5-12 matchup.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, New Mexico State's been in like that 12-13 seed. I've taken them a couple of times, and they've let me down, so I'm not going to. Fool me once, shame on me, or you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, then you should have your head examined. So I'm going UConn just because New Mexico State has let me down a couple of times on these early round upsets.
Yeah, I mean, you want to pick the upsets because that's where your bracket can get some notoriety and win some points. But it's going to be tough on that one. How about Arkansas, Vermont?
Well, I tell you, Vermont.
Vermont with the better record here, 28-5.
Little known fact about Vermont. Couple known facts that people watching may not care, but if Todd Tradeway is still watching, he will care. There's actually an Evansville basketball player that's on Vermont. Duncan. I can't think of his first name. There's three brothers out of Evansville. Last name Duncan. Ernie Duncan, something. Two others, Duncan. I can't remember the other two's names. And they all three went to Vermont. And now the last one, I believe the other two has graduated. And the last one of the Duncan boys is still there at Vermont. And Vermont has had a major upset in the tournament before when they knocked off Syracuse with Taylor Coppenrath. Now, I had Vermont that year when they beat Syracuse. I like the name Taylor Coppenrath. I mean, who wouldn't like the last name Coppenrath?
It's awful hard to say.
It is, and especially for me. But I just don't know. I don't know enough about Vermont to be able to take them this year.
I'm reading a little bit about Vermont. It's saying they were 41% on their three-point attempts in league play this year.
Okay, so another three-point shootout.
They were also the league's top defensive team.
Oh, so shooting the bomb and playing some defense.
Brian Davis was 17.1 points per game. Ben Shungu, 16 points per game, were among the nation's top duos this season.
And I have family in Arkansas, but I'm not an SEC guy. Put me on Vermont. Put me on Vermont. You've got me on Vermont. What is their nickname? Catamounts.
That's going to be a good little upset right there.
You've got Wonder Franco New Age Performers. You got me on the Vermont Catamounts. I think that's what their name is.
Vermont Catamounts, you're correct.
Bandwagon. Check out the stats for the Duncan boy that plays for Vermont. Can you do that real quick?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Giancarlo Stanton out of 999. He played with the Ernie Duncan. The only reason why I knew all this was because Ernie Duncan Robin. Yep.
22 season stats, 3.8 points,
Yeah.
3.3 rebounds.
I think he's more of a
2.5 assists, and 50% field goal percentage.
he's more of a defensive player. His brothers.
And somebody on that team is going to have to be if they're one of the nation's top defenses.
Yeah. Here's a color swap variation. Garrett Cole for the New York Yankees. That's going to be going out to Danny Phillips. Danny Phillips with that Garrett Cole color swap variation for the New York Yankees. Let's put that over there by Freddie Freeman. Freddie may be joining old Garrett Cole in New York. You never know. What would you rather see, Freddie Freeman in New York Yankee pinstripes or the Dodgers?
I think I'd rather see him in Yankees pinstripes because then I know he'll never hit the postseason ever again.
Oh, I would rather see him in Yankee pinstripes just because I'm kind of tired of the Dodgers being like the Yankees and buying everybody. Lewis Robert. Now, they've had some homegrown talent that they've paid, okay, so don't get me wrong on that. Lewis Robert on the Clubhouse Collections.
All right, next up, Alabama Rutgers.
Rutgers plays Notre Dame.
Well, yeah,
Play-in.
it's playing.
So this is actually one that I got to wait for the play-in, because if it's Rutgers, I'm taking Rutgers over them. But if it's Notre Dame, I'm not taking Notre Dame over Alabama. Got Matt Carpenter on the black parallel.
They were the first, Rutgers in February was the first unranked team ever in the sport to beat 4 consecutive ranked teams. Michigan State, Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Illinois.
Yep. Ron Harper Jr.
Yes. Yeah.
Or the third, one or the other. I think it's Ron Harper Jr.
Yeah, it is. Ron Harper Jr.
He can light it up. You know who
Now-
his dad is. legendary three-point shooter in the NBA, Ron Harper.
Now they finished the season 2-3 in their last 5.
Yes, pretty inconsistent.
Right.
Pretty
They
inconsistent.
lost to DePaul, Lafayette, UMass.
We got
Minnesota.
Buster Posey.
Uh-huh.
Buster Posey on the box topper. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
We are doing a baseball break,
All
even
right,
though
so we'll wait on that one. All right, how about, well, I know you're going Texas Tech.
Texas Tech by 15 plus.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Texas Tech over Montana there, too. Stay on the same side of the bracket. How about back to it, down to the east? Baylor, Norfolk State. Can you make an argument for Norfolk State here?
No,
No, I don't think so.
no.
To the bottom of that bracket. UK, Kentucky, baby, against St. Peter's.
Well,
The look on your face, I'm just going to guess something. The look on your face right now is you're not wanting to pick Kentucky.
no, the funny thing is, I can't. The funny thing is, so we talk about Alabama earlier, and Alabama got beat by Iona, who the head coach is now Rick Pitino. St. Peter's, which Iona got beat by Rider in their conference tournament, which was the only way that Iona was going to make the tournament. They won their conference league regular season, choked it in the play, or the tournament, conference tournament, and St. Peter's ended up winning that conference. So if it was Iona, which Iona was a 15 seed last year, played Alabama earlier in the year and beat them. If it was Iona, I'd probably take Iona over Kentucky, and so Rick Pitino would have the
first tournament appearance in 11 years, and only their 4th appearance in school history.
Out of the MEAC. So I'm going Kentucky. I don't want to. I'm not going to talk my way out of it. I don't think they should be a 2 seed. I think they should have been a 3 seed. I think Tennessee and Kentucky should have been swapped. But really, we can harp on, what the seeding should have been. But at the end of the day, you got to win 6 straight games to win the national champion. National champion. It doesn't matter who you really play, because you're going to have to beat everybody in the grand scheme of things to get there anyway.
North Carolina, Marquette.
Shaka Smart taking his 3rd team for the NCAA tournament. He used to be the coach of Texas prior to going to Marquette. Marquette out of the Big East Conference. Big East, they gave some pretty big respect to the Big East Basketball Conference
Marquette
this year.
ended
I'm
the
going.
regular season with the most efficient offense inside the 3-point line in the Big East at 53.1%.
I'm going Marquette because I'm not a huge fan of UNC either. So,
and they connected on 37% of 3-pointers.
Yeah, got to go Marquette.
Marquette over North Carolina, huh?
That should be a really good game. You got Roy Williams, who had retired, and Hubert Davis is now the coach of UNC, trying to put his mark on the program.
I'm going UNC here just so we can have some respect
Okay.
in our bracket.
And you got Shaka Smart bringing his format or style of play to Marquette. We'll see. We'll see who
Murray State,
advances.
San Francisco. Murray State with this. We're going to have the Kentucky matchup for the next game. Kentucky and Murray State. So what do you think? Murray State, San Fran.
I think it's going to be a really good game. My heart says Murray State. That's who I'm going to be rooting for. So I can't pick San Fran over them.
Murray State 30-2. San Fran 24-9.
And that's another matchup where I think they would have been better to put, Murray State's a 7 seed, right?
Yeah.
So who's another 7 seed, 7 seed?
Michigan State.
Which they're playing Davidson. Who else?
USC.
And who?
Playing,
Miami. So they could have swapped those.
And Ohio State's a 7 seed.
Yeah, you could have swapped any of those and had them playing bigger schools to beat the heck out of them. Dallas Keuchel on the relic for the White Sox and Josh McKinney.
All right, we're going to skip the next one because there's a play in Wyoming and Indiana against St. Mary's.
Yeah, whoever wins that, I'm going against St. Mary's because I think Indiana will win it.
Boilermakers against Yale.
Well, that'd be a tough matchup in the classroom, even.
It would. My wife went to Purdue.
So, on the basketball court, though, I think Purdue's going to hold the advantage.
Yeah, I think I got to go Purdue here just to keep the home Fires safe.
All right. Well, I'm done with the break, so I'm going to go over the hit recap.
Well, we got basically through three divisions here.
So let's go over the hit recap. All top load cards got a couple of wonder bases. Cal Raleigh on the red. Carlos Rondon silver, another wonder base. Teoscar Hernandez white, another wonder. Jacob DeGrom on the red. Steven Strasburg silver. Dallas Keuchel on the relic. Lewis Robert relic. Mitch Haniger relic. Brandon Lau. We got Aurelius Chapman, Randy Arizarena, Jose Ramirez. We got a Jake Berger and Fries on the auto. And then we've got some variations. We got a color swap variation of Garrett Cole. We got an image variation of Freddie Freeman. We got an image variation of Juan Soto. Image variation of Jacob DeGrom. We had a lot of variations today. We got Francisco Lindor image variation. We got a Luke Williams auto. We got an O'Neal Cruz image variation for the Pirates. We got Mike Trout Clubhouse Collections. Bat relic. We got Frank the Tank Howard for the Detroit Tigers. Frank Howard for the Tigers. And our fire truck hit of the break, Rick Monday. Rick Monday for the Chicago Cubs.
Father of Sunday Monday.
Father of Sunday Monday. I do appreciate the support here at On Fire Breakers. Give Doug approximately, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And he'll have his break ready to go. So again, thank you for supporting On Fire Breakers.